Hello guys, this is Big Fish, and on today's video, we're gonna be doing a bit of a Fletcher. Yeah, this is probably gonna be the first ever range type class review that I have for you guys today, and I will be explaining a little bit about what I know so far about the Fletchers, and yeah, we'll probably roll some arenas after this. We got EniL to showcase his skill with the Fletcher, one of the best Fletchers that I know personally, probably the single best Fletcher in BDM, probably, we never know. Well, in hindsight, this class is pretty much a class designed to it's not really a combo type class. This is a class that chips you down slowly, like so. It's pretty much designed to kind of chip you down through advantageous trading by utilizing the range. This class has really good maneuverability. It's just a very solid class in my opinion. Very good immunity as well. It has good coverage. It has forward guard break on this skill if you do it sideways, and then you can also sort of have a lot of different other coverage like anti-grab on this skill and on this skill. Also, this class is very flexible, so you can pretty much play this class skills very fluidly. I don't know if that's actually a word, but yeah, you guys get my point. Overall, I think the class is solid. It's a very fun class to play. I play this class sometimes just for fun, but yeah, my skill with the class is not really that good. I'm more of a melee focused player. If you see here on the skill sets, this is pretty much the skills. The main skill is keep away. This thing will have 4 charges after you get level 3. This thing deals days on hit, so really good opening skill. And I think this is gonna be the bread and butter of the class itself. This is your main opening skill. It deals well, of course, low damage because it's actually a spammable skill with 4 charges. And you can also move while you're using it. Like if you here see my analog, I'm gonna be moving it backwards, and you can sort of turn like so. You can actually circle on the enemy if that happens. If your target locked on someone and you press reverse and you maneuver your keep away, you can actually go behind them and shoot them, because it will slide first before it actually shoots. And then if you can go like that. Very good skill. Next is gonna be your main damage dealer skill, which is probably a very spammable skill as well. It has very low cooldown, only about 5 seconds. It deals very good damage, roughly give or take about 2000% damage at level 10. Yeah, this is also gonna be boosted by about a hit. So very nice. It hits 4 times, and each of them have separate chances, individual chances to crit or proc the A-hip, which will deal really good damage if it lands. All of them lands. This thing is, however, multi-hit, so you kind of need to hit the more of those bolts that hits on the enemy, the more damage it deals. If you use it from a further range, the damage will be significantly reduced. This thing can also be maneuvered like sideways, or you can just use it front, or you can use it backwards. You can actually even use this to move backwards actually. Like if you do this, it will just stand, but if you press if you actually lock onto something and you press this one and you press downwards on your analog while casting it, you will actually move backwards. So it's actually really nice. And then we're gonna be talking about the next skill. This is gonna be Jackpot. This Jackpot is probably your main burst damage. This thing is also what people usually call as the range type Reckoning, as they have a very similar charging animation, which you can see here. If you hold the skill button, it will do this BAM! Yeah, very high damage. It's a very high damage skill. If you see here, this thing is level 2. At max level, this thing will pretty much give or take deal about 2000% damage, but it will also be boosted by of course the ultimate Jackpot, which you can read here on the left. Hold to increase skill damage by 20% using 20 MP, can be applied up to 4 times. This means that it'll basically give this skill pretty much give or take about 80% increase in its overall damage, making it from just a 2000% damage skill plus that by 80% overalls. So give or take around wait, let me do the math. Yeah, it's gonna be 1600% plus 3600% damage on a single skill. Very, very good. Next is gonna be the skill called light beam. This skill's name has been changed 3 times if I recall correctly. I have no idea why. For a long time in the past, when it first released, this skill was called execution, and then they changed the skill to many different other names. This is your main skill that has iframes. This thing is an invincible skill. It's fully invincible during the whole duration. The main power of this skill is actually both as an opener, as an escape, and also the third is actually used to break forward guard. Because if you hit someone, say like this, this torch here is a person, and I do this, you will actually hit them from behind, and they'll break their forward guard instantly. Which then you can follow up with a keep away to daze them. And yeah, pretty much that is the full understanding about the class. The buff is pretty normal. It gives you evasion by 2 seconds. And the last thing that I want to cover is the passive, Piercing Darkness. Basically what this does is every time you use 3 skills, you will get a buff called Piercing Darkness for 20 seconds. It will pretty much deals an extra attack. Basically it's like a bonus damage. It will deal extra attack with Spear of Light on hit. Spear of Light is another thing about the passive. It deals same damage as Great Bow Mastery, so pretty much your normal attack will deal as an extra damage. This thing also increases your PvP damage dealt by 5% for 20 seconds. So overall, for a range type class, I think this class is pretty straightforward. It has really good immunity. It has very good coverage. The damage is very minimal, but that's pretty much what I expect from a range class, and I think this is how a range class should be. And yeah, I think it's a really, really good class currently, but not in a way that you can just... this class have a very high skill ceiling. As you can see, most of the skills are very maneuverable, so you need to really learn how to rotate your skills properly. Overall, I would say that this class is very deadly in the hands of someone who understands how to play it. You can just go like... and that's pretty much a good burst, and then you can just use a light beam to run away and rinse and repeat, because by the time you're done, you can do this again already. Yeah, very, very good rotation as well. The cooldowns for them are really, really short. Keep away being only 5-second cooldown. Very short cooldown skill. 4 charges. And then we have Deadshot. This one has 10-second cooldown. Its duration is give or take about 2.5 seconds. The Invincible state while jumping lasts for 0.5 seconds, and the Super Armor lasts for another 2 seconds, or 1.5 seconds. I think it's 1.5 seconds. Give or take, the combos for this class is pretty short. It's not really a combo type class. You're meant to chip down the enemy slowly and they would die. But if you want a good combo, I can give you a good combo. This is gonna be a risky combo that you can probably try. However, I'll probably give you 2 combos for this one. The first one being the normal generic combo, which people do very often. I think it's mainly just keep away, volley of reckoning twice, jackpot, and then bullseye and run away. That's pretty much the simplest combo possible. It's very easy to do. Pretty much it doesn't really require a lot of effort. Very, very straightforward. And next is going to be the risky combo. See, this one is going to be a bit different. This one is going to be a very risky combo, but there's a catch. You need to land a close range keep away to make sure this combo goes effectively. So what you can do is you can go keep away forwards. If that one clips, you can cast one more, and then what you're going to do is you're going to cast this thing, Circle of Thorns, and while the enemy is knocked back, you can use keep away one more time, volley twice, and then you can use jackpot, bullseye, and Deadshot to end. And then you would be, when the enemy stands up, you will already be on the air jumping and immune to their revenge attempt. I think it's pretty straightforward, very, very simple class. One more last note to take is this max charge jackpot takes that long to charge, but it actually chains with two of your skills. If you cast light beam, or if you cast dead shot, this skill will actually trigger faster, like so. That's a fully charged one, by the way. That's a fully charged jackpot. You just you can change you can chain link it with your dead shot. See, very quickly, and you can also use the light beam for the same effect, as you can see here on the skill page. Dead shot. Use jackpot instantly after this skill to consume 50 MP to deal max damage. You can actually use jackpot actually after you cast the dead shot. You see here, jackpot instantly after the skill to consume 50 MP to deal max damage. And you can also use light beam, same effect. Basically, this jackpot is like your main damage skill. I would probably advise you to use Le Brief instead to give it more crit chance. I understand it doesn't hit it doesn't hit that much, but if it crits, it hurts bad. And I think that the risk is okay to take, given that AL doesn't really increase that much damage, and this class needs all the damage that he can get. So I think the ability to increase the crit chance is very useful for this one. As for the volley, I think the AHIP branch is going to be good. This thing hits a lot of times. I think that's going to be about it for the class review. I think we can jump into the arenas. This is going to be a gameplay recording from EniL. I've also given the proper Big Fish rule set. I don't think I even needed to tell him. He pretty much knows what he needs to do. So of course, no rushing. There will be he can't rush, and then I also asked him to do some flashy moves just to make some things interesting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and enjoy. This is EniL.
Set the night light. It's just get up in the morning, let's rock and roll.
It's the thought of being young, when your heart stays like a drum, beating louder with nowhere to guard it. When it all seems like it's wrong, sing along to Elton John, into that feeling we're just getting started.
And the nights get colder, and the rhythm starts to falling behind. But that moment when you let yourself flying.